Hello, everybody. Well, this time it's not a Friday night shave, it's a Thursday night shave that I'll probably post on Friday. Some of you that have known what's going on in this past week may be kind of surprised to see me posting a video. Things have been resolved. At least the initial crisis is over with my 15-year-old son running away. I wanted to come back and I wanted to do a video because you all have been such a fantastic support. You carried me through this crisis. You were the people that I turned to when I needed help the most, and I thank you very, very much. The crisis of him running away is a direct consequence, not of my relationship with him or his relationship with me, or him being not even really rebellious, but it's a symptom of his past trauma. And the book that I'm writing, Trauma Bombs, and how I dealt with the past trauma in my life is also reflected in him. And it was his response to just the everyday normal pressures that a 15-year-old freshman in high school encounters, and he couldn't take it. He didn't know how to cope with it. He didn't know how to deal with it. So he impulsively just wanted to get away from it all. And he found himself in a situation pretty quickly that he kind of didn't know quite how to get out of it, but he didn't like being there either. And maybe this has opened up a door that will enable him to, maybe for the first time in his life, start examining some things. For those of you that want to know more about my insights about what happened and trauma in general, I've written a blog article in the Trauma Bomb section of Vintage Razor Collection .squarespace.com. There's no www in front of it. It's https:// vintage razor collection .squarespace.com. And it's divided up into a trauma section and a wet shaving section, and that's where my wet shaving blogs are all. But if you want to read more about it, it's how to I can't remember the title I put on it. How to cope with loved ones who have trauma, something like that. I've also got a video that I'll post up onto my other YouTube channel about it. I was kind of, part of the reason why I was thinking, well, maybe I won't do a video this week is because I kind of ran out of things to do until I had some things show up. But guess what happened? Something showed up today. This showed up. And even though I took Russian for a semester in college, I don't know. I think that's how it goes. This word right here is supposed to say ideal, the ideal razor from Soviet Russia. Comes in a nice little pack. I got a pack of Sputnik blades. This is a razor that, from the packaging, I think was originally designed in 1988, but it looks like maybe it was created and manufactured and processed in October of 2003. And this is the razor. The ideal razor. You know, there's... Oh. You say you kind of recognize the design? Yeah. It's a knockoff of the Black Beauty. Let me get my Black Beauty out here. It's a knockoff of the Black Beauty. Similar in weight. I haven't weighed them, but just feeling it. It's similar in weight. Yeah, pretty much identical in size. Maybe this is just slightly shorter. Real similar in that design, that way. A little bit different. You know, this is different. This one functions like that. It's got the all metal. And guess what? This one functions the same way. But it's got a plastic base. So it's like the little bit more recent Gillette 109 Black Beauties. Fit and finish, not nearly as smooth. Kind of looks like it might have similar material as far as a lot of the head, although I think there's some probably that zinc alloy. This handle I think is aluminum, and possibly the other pieces are aluminum. I really don't know, but we're gonna try it. Where's my blade? Here's my blade. I'm gonna put a chroma diamond in it. Normally I want to do reviews after I've shaved with something for a while. I want this one to be straight out of the box. Fresh. Let's see, what do I want to set it on? Got same settings, 1 through 9. So, set on 9. Let's go to the number 4 setting, which is what I liked in my Black Beauty. It doesn't twist all the way, and you know, it looks like there's some possible manufacturing flaws in this. I don't know. Here the stripes go all the way around, but then they kind of fade out here. I don't know if you can pick that up. See how it does. It doesn't lock down, it just snugs up. It looks like fairly even. Or is it? Yeah, it looks fairly even on both sides. Here, let me put a blade in this. Put setting on 4. Let me look at this. See how that looks. Now, possibly the Black Beauty is more aggressive. Possibly. It's maybe got a little bit more blade gap. It looks like everything lines up pretty good and is even. So let's get some lather going here. Was interested in seeing, and there's some other versions of the Soviet Russian Black Beauty knockoff. They do have an all metal, or at least mostly metal, that doesn't have the plastic bottom. can't remember what color I saw it, but I got the least expensive version, which was, I think I paid $18 and $7 shipping. So, you math majors out there, how much is that? Yeah, $25. $25 so I can experiment for you guys. And I was thinking, the Soviet Union, Russia makes some pretty good equipment sometimes. At least their military equipment is pretty good. Wonder if they can make a good razor. Let's see. It's not uncomfortable, but it's fairly mild. Let me crank it up a little bit then. Let's go to 6. Smooth. Not bad. Has that super speed feel, like, you're not going to do damage if you go fairly quickly. Still not really that aggressive. Let's go up a little bit more here. 7. Let's go all the way to 9. Well, it looks like it may be a little bit uneven on 9. I don't know if you can pick it up the blade. It kind of slants down a little bit. So let's see. The old saying, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. Hopefully this is a wake-up call for my son, and he will become stronger, healthier as a result of his little escapade out into the real world, all on his own, that he thought that he could conquer. And number 9, I would say this setting on number 9 is maybe similar to a Slim on maybe an 8. Not quite as aggressive. Overall, not terrible. Don't think it's going to match up. In overall performance of the Gillette adjustable. Might possibly be one side a little bit more aggressive than the other. Yep, one side's a little bit more aggressive than the other. That's the mild side. Let's look at it. Blade lines up straight this way. And there's a little, if you can tell, it's a little bit higher on this side than it is on that side. Okay, that's the mild side. Let's see the aggressive side. The blade exposure here may be sticking out a little bit more. Yeah, it is. Yep, there is a little bit more aggressive side. Not baby, but smooth. Just barely getting to damn fine shave level. Overall impressions, it's not going to be a contender for a replacement for a Black Beauty. At least in this model with the plastic. I noticed, when working the mechanism, there's some flex in that plastic bottom plate, some movement that could account for the blade being uneven. Yeah, it's definitely higher on one side than the other. If you look, put it down on a lower setting, put it down to 1 and see if I can tell that. The lower the setting, the less perceptible is that shift from one side to the other. So I don't know if the metal bottom style is going to correct that issue or not. It's shaveable. It's not going to be my everyday shaver, definitely. It's interesting. It's interesting. I noticed that the different models of this, they keep going up and up and up with the price, and I think some of them, the all metal one, I can't remember what they called it, but it was maybe twice of what I paid for this, maybe more than twice. Probably not worth the effort, particularly since there's still some Gillette 109s around that have, and slims and fat boys, much better adjustable. An interesting conversation piece from the Soviet Union. Well, it's probably Russia if this was made in 2003. And what year was the Soviet Union breakup? 89? Was it 89? So maybe this is just, the technology is the tail end of the Soviet era. But interesting. Interesting razor. You can't beat Gillette though. You can try, but you can't make it. So that's the impression of this razor. I'll shave with it some more, but I don't think my views are going to change a whole lot on it unless I find something that will enable me to admit. Maybe I'll play around with adjusting it a little bit, bend it around to see if I can get it straightened out. You can adjust these Gillette razors by tweaking and bending, but mostly that affects just the doors. Like if your doors are uneven in closing, you can bend one way or the other to make them align a little bit better. I don't think there's going to be anything I can do to this that's going to straighten out the blade, how it sits. Let me look at it one more time. Crank it up to 9. Yeah, there's a difference. Nothing I can do to change that. Till next time, have some good shaves. Work hard at being happy, but definitely be safe. Thank you all for your thoughts and prayers. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.